What's up to all you guys on YouTube? Welcome to the new video. In today's video, as I'm sure you were able to see from the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be discussing the top 5 criteria to look at when you're looking into finding a new product niche to sell for your business on Shopify. If you don't know who I am, I'm a 20-year-old college student named Tyler. I have a Shopify store that is now worth about $23,000 in sales. I was able to get $23,000 in sales in a little under 9 months. If you want to see more about that, make sure you look at my TikTok. I will have the TikTok link in the description or maybe in the comments, so you can go to that TikTok account and learn more about me. But as I said, today we're going to be talking about the criteria, so let's dive straight into it. Now, the first criteria we really want to look at when we are selling a new product or a new product niche is, are people selling it? You don't want to sell something that nobody else is selling. A lot of people will sort of try to brainstorm on things that they haven't really seen in the market. They haven't seen a lot of people going for it, and that's good and all, but it's not something that you want to start out with, especially if you're planning on reselling, which is what I do. So for example, a lot of people like to talk about fitness products when I teach them how to start their stores. So let's just look up fitness machine, or actually let's look up gym machine. All right, so now here we have Peloton. Peloton is a very well-known brand, but obviously we have a lot of people selling gym machines. Now let's look even more specifically into this niche, and we're gonna look up treadmills. So are people selling treadmills? Of course they are. There's a lot of treadmills going for a huge price. We got this Nordic Track treadmill, and then we have some, off-brand ones at Walmart and such. Now, these items are the items that we tend to sell under my business model. These are from brands that are a bit lesser known, but are also well enough known to be in a Walmart, for example. And it looks like this brand is called Cardio Flex. So this is what I would also look into, is I would just try to find a brand that I can contact. You want to contact that brand and ask for permission to resell or to deal their products online. But we know that a lot of people are selling these treadmills, and we see a lot of competition. So that is good news. Now for criteria number 2, we want to make sure that the demand for the item is year round. So if we're sticking to treadmills, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go to something called Google Trends. It's gonna be this top link right here. And you are going to look up the name of the item that you are selling. So hopefully by now you have come across a couple of brands for said item, so you can see even more specifically. But just for the sake of the video, let's say that you were just trying to sell treadmills as a whole. So we're gonna say treadmill, and we're gonna see how often people search up treadmill. So as you can see, make sure that you have it set to not past day, but you want it to be set to past year, so past 12 months. Now, over the course of a year, we see a spike over here in the holiday season, which makes sense. A lot of people are going to be buying things like this in January. You got to remember that New Year's resolutions are a thing. So if you are going to hop into something like a fitness niche, then January is generally probably going to be your highest selling month, this area right here. But the main thing we're looking for is we want to make sure this line is sort of stagnant, sort of straight all the way through, and it is. For some items, the line might be all the way down here in the winter, and then summer it shoots up and then it comes back down during the winter again. You want to stay away from products like that, because obviously when you get to the point of winter, for example, where it is flatlining, you're not going to make a lot of money, and it's just a huge hassle to just keep up with it. So generally you want to go for items that are selling year round, so you don't even have to go through those slow seasons. Now I want to stop the video right there to talk about a few things really quick. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because there is going to be a bonus tip that is very, very useful when you're doing your product research. But before we get into that, I want to make sure you guys join the Discord server. If you're having trouble staying consistent with your store, or if you're having trouble starting up with your store, make sure you join the Discord. The link is going to be either in the description or in the comments. It's going to be very, very useful and helpful to network with all the people in that server. And obviously I will be there as well, so you can ask me your one-on-one questions. If you join premium, which is only $5 a month right now, then you will get to schedule a free one-on-one call with me. It'll be a beginner call. It'll last probably 45 minutes to an hour, where I will answer all of your questions, and I'll be able to help you set up your store, start running your ads, and do product research, all of those. So make sure you join that Discord. Without further ado, let's get back into it. Now on to criteria number 3. Criteria number 3 is something that is very, very important, but a lot of people don't do, and it's usually out of fear of failure, I should say. And that is making sure there are high ticket items available in that niche. Now, when we talk about high ticket items, we're generally referring to $1,000 items and higher. This is because when you sell an item at a higher price point, you have to sell, or you don't have to sell as many of them as you would if you sold a cheaper item. For example, if I were to sell an item for $30 and let's say I profited $10, that's all good and well, but I would have to sell 1,000 of those to even make a decent amount of money. And getting 1,000 sales is extremely difficult. It is actually easier to sell an item for $3,000 maybe one time and get $1,000 profit than it is to, like I just said, sell something for $30 and get $10 profit. So back to the example with the treadmills. We already looked at this a little bit earlier, but as we can see, there are indeed treadmills that are worth thousands of dollars. So treadmills and gym equipment would definitely be a great niche to get into. Yes, there is a bit of competition, but that is okay. Competition is okay, all right? Don't shy away from it. People will still buy from you. There are ways to get around this competition, and I'll actually make another video highlighting these ways to get around the competition. If y'all don't know, I sell kitchen appliances, so it is a niche that is very, very saturated, but there's several things that you can take advantage of. So if you do want that video, just let me know down in the comments and I'll make a how-to video on that. Now on to criteria number 4, which is, are there suppliers in your particular country for that item? Now, a lot of people will hop on Shopify and they try to hop on AliExpress or Alibaba or something like that, and they try to get something for cheap in China and sell it in the United States. Don't do that in 2025. What you really want to do is you want to go for a product niche that has a lot of suppliers in your own country. So if you are in the US or you are in Canada or wherever you are, then you want to make sure that you can find suppliers in that niche that are in that country, because not only will it be beneficial to you because people will already know of the brand, but it'll also be beneficial because shipping times and shipping costs will be a lot lower. You won't have to pay $65 extra for express shipping, and it's not going to take a month or two for your customer to get their item. So make sure that you try to find suppliers of that niche in your country. All right, and last but not least, we have the 5th criteria item, which is our target market easily identifiable? Can we easily locate the people that we want to sell to? If you can't describe the person that would buy your items, you should not be selling that item, okay? For example, with me, I'm selling the kitchen appliances. I understand people that are getting kitchen appliances are new homeowners, experienced homeowners. They're gonna be over a certain age. People who are 18 years old don't tend to buy a brand new refrigerator, right? So I already know their age range. Honestly, a lot of women are particularly the ones that initiate these buys when it comes to the kitchen appliances. They're the ones that you have to try to impress. So that is who I consider my target market. Tends to be ladies who are a bit older and they're homeowners. Now, for something like fitness equipment, for a treadmill specifically, obviously you're gonna want to target people that are very into cardio, are very into working out and bettering themselves. These are going to be those lifestyle type of people that, you know, generally keep an eye on their diet. They just want to live a healthier lifestyle. They're passionate about working out, staying in shape. So as far as gender goes, I would say that this is pretty much 50-50, honestly, which is, it can be a good thing because you don't want your target market to be too narrow, because then it's going to be a bit too hard to locate these people. And there's probably not going to be as many opportunities to make sales. But yes, and a way to find out your target market is really to just surf the internet, browse the internet, go on social media, go on Google, look at the pictures that these people are placing. See, we see a lot of women on these types of treadmills. They're doing that for a reason. if these were being catered to mainly men, then they would have mainly male models, right? So just take a look around on the internet, go on Instagram, look up treadmill and see what comes up. See how many of the creators are, young, old, men, women. Are they in a higher wealth class? Are they in a lower wealth class? Is it kind of balanced? Is it the middle class people? Just keep an eye on things like that. And finally, for our bonus tip, we want to make sure our competitors are actually succeeding. Now, one way we can check to see if our competitors are actually succeeding is by going to their product pages and just looking at their reviews. Do the reviews on their products match what they say? Do the reviews look impressive? Are they real and authentic? So for example, we're looking at this specific treadmill, which is from Deer Run, right? And people's reviews are generally going to be at the bottom of the page. See, we have their reviews. This actually seems to be a Shopify store as well. One way I could tell is they're using Judge Me for their reviews. They have this banner, which a lot of Shopify stores tend to have. And even at the bottom, it would say made by Shopify, but they're probably making enough money to where they were able to buy their own template and get that removed. But it looks like their reviews are pretty nice. They have 724 5-star reviews, and then they have some 4-star reviews as well, which means that they are probably authentic. We have some 3-star reviews as well. Does its job. And then we see some of these reviewers are actually American, so that's good as well if you're in America, the US. But yes, this is one way that you can check. You want to make sure that none of their reviews are botted or duplicated or anything like that. But this could be you. This could be you one day. So you really want to keep an eye on the people that are ahead of you so that you can sort of get a gauge on where this could take you in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy any of the information in here and you found it helpful, make sure you leave a like and hit the subscribe button because I'm going to be posting way more videos just like this one on this channel. I'm going to try to post at least one video a week, and eventually it's going to turn into 2 videos a week, 3 videos, and so on and so forth. I know a lot of you have been reaching out to me trying to learn how to get started on Shopify, so make sure you join the Discord server. The link is going to be in the description and maybe in the comments as well. The Discord server is free, but there's also a paid version which gives you access to extra channels. So we have, I believe, about 10 people in premium currently. The premium is $5 a month, but it is a chance at you making $20,000 on your Shopify store, just as I did. It is going to give you information that is worth $20,000. So I do think it is worth the investment for some people if you want it. And in addition, you get a 3-day free trial. So if you don't like it, you can always just leave. I'm not going to force you guys into anything that you don't even like. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what else I should do. If you have any ideas for a how-to video, any questions for your Shopify store, let me know. I'll look through the comments and I'll post a video on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Let's grow together.